Hello everybody! Today we are going to start talking about scales, starting from the C major scale. So a scale is a sequence of notes that goes from the first note, called tonic note, to the next note of the same name. So to the same note, another tonic, but in another pitch, an octave higher, an octave lower, for example. So from one tonic to the next, it's called an octave. But you have to go through every single note in between, step by step. Not every single key, like C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. But one key with a different note name. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So that's our C major scale. We're gonna learn about the diatonic scales in major keys, C major specifically today, because the diatonic scale is the most used scale in the Western music. Okay, what is the distance between each note from C to the next C or any other key, D major, E major, F major, all the major scales, is always the same distance between the notes, between the degrees of the scales. Degrees of the scales? So for example, if you go from middle C to the next C, C is the first degree of the scale, is the tonic, the note that gives name to the scale. The next note is the second degree because it's the second note on the scale. The third, E, is the third degree, F, fourth degree, G, fifth degree, A, sixth degree, B, seventh degree. And then the next note, we are back to the tonic, to the first degree. Then we have an octave. Between the first and the second degree of the scales, of the major scales, we have a tone of distance. So between C and D, we have a black key in between. So remember, when you have one key in between two notes, we have a tone. When we have none, from B to C, we have a semitone. So C to D, tone. D to E, tone. E to F, semitone. F to G, tone. G to A, tone. A to B, tone. B to C, semitone. Let's have a look on the piano. So let's see on the piano. C to D, tone. D to E, tone. There is a key in between. E, F, there is no keys in between, semitone. F, G, tone. G, A, tone. A, B, tone. B, C, semitone. So that's this diatonic scale of C major. Using this sequence of tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, so it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You can find any sequence for any major scale. Let's get another easy one, G major. So I have G to A. First is tone, tone, semitone. Tone, tone, semitone. Great. Now the next sequence for the other half of the scale, tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone. Oops. E to F is a semitone. It should be tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, tone. How we make a tone here? F goes sharp. And then F sharp to G, semitone. So G major scale has F sharp on its key signature. So you see, without knowing by heart the key signatures, of course you must know it and you're going to learn all of them. But before you know it, you can find any key signature for any major scales just following the rule of the diatonic scales. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Now get your workbook grade 1 by ABRSM and let's go to page 29 for some exercises. Exercise 1. Add one semibreve at each place marked with arrow to complete these scales of C major. C major, descending. What is that, descending? And ascending. Ascending is rising up, so it's going from the lowest to the highest note. Descending is the other way around. It's going from the highest to the lowest pitch. So we go from descending from the highest C to the lowest C. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, and C. Remember, C major has no sharps nor flats in its key signature. C major ascending. Bass clef, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Exercise 2. Add the name degree of the scale of C major. The tonic C is given each time. So tonic, key note, and first degree of the scale is always the note that gives name to the scale. So C major, the tonic is C, the key note is C, and the first degree is C. So the tonic C is given each time. So we have C. What is the sixth degree? A. Of course, stop the video, do the exercise, and then come back to the video, please. Tonic C, second degree, D. C, seventh degree, is one note before C on the scale. It's B. Tonic C, fifth degree, G. Tonic C, third degree, E. Next, tones and semitones in the scale. We talked about it, yeah? So, exercise 3, write T for tone or S for semitone above each bracket to show whether the distance between the notes is a tone or a semitone. Okay. Remember, tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Remember the sequence is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, and then if you go from the lowest to the highest, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. B. Go from the lowest pitch, going to the higher. Always try to do it ascending. If you memorize tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, do it ascending. So we go from tone, tone, semitone, and ascending here. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone.